Who is the Nemean?
Yeah, who is the Nemean?
Okay, so the Nemean was the hierarch of Boston.
Uh-huh.
And then he was exiled and hunted, and no one knows where he went. Except we do. Because as they say, life finds a way, and the Nemean is also May, who snuck aboard our time adventures as a small insect. She used to be my mentor. And now she's an uninvited / sort of invited guest. Let's get her.
It's gonna paradox something fierce, but I can give it a shot.
Eat it, you'll be fine.
All right. You say parabox or paradox?
I don't think he has my friend's best interest in mind. Why, I wanted them to be ghosts for their own benefit.
Hannah's already died before because that's how they became Hannah. Like, Dorothy died. Hannah could die. They might come back, though, because they're alive. But it could just be like, Hannah is gone, and then someone new is them.
This is the last stop before we get off. Are you sure this is the choice you want to make? Quickly, there's danger among us. And then I prep.
I'm gonna destroy it. Let's go stab that with your sword. That was God? God is so dumb. We're going to show you a great time.
What is your relationship with the God Machine? We are going to be delving into a mystery with...
Now I can join Hannah with the amnesiac past.
Yeah, I think I'm careful to not make any more bears because that seemed to cause trouble.
You wanted me to lose that last bit of humanity. Guess what? It's been gone a long time.
You have been chosen to be here, to witness that which is perfect.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the best place on Earth where you all will probably want to stay forever. I just give you 2 minutes. You're gonna love it here. Trust me.
I'll set the scene a little bit. So the fools have been on many an adventure, and so too has the Nemean, played by Pyrodoxica. We are in the time ship, a place that isn't a place, a time that isn't a time, and a space that isn't a space. Wholly unnatural. A power created through a strange magic eons in the past, but it has become something natural. The Imaginarium here is these rich valleys of people who are all coming together and joining with each other in almost this paradise where they have everything that they want and they're all getting along. Mostly all. But how would May fit into this environment, Paradoxica?
For me, I think, is it she at the moment?
As you wish. The Nemean can be a flea or just about anything. You could exist as a human if you wanted to. There is an advantage to being a small, frail, old woman, you have found.
Yeah. So she would probably just be in the corner staring at everyone else interacting and just thinking to herself, these people are squandering their potential.
They absolutely are. And on one of your adventures with them, you ended up seeing a city be destroyed in a timeline that they have now corrected. But in that timeline, there was a demon that was taken inside a knife. That knife has been tempting you. You know that that demon may have the answers that you seek, the power that you need.
So where is this knife located?
The knife is in the treehouse. In the center of the time ship, there's a location that the fools have been living in. You've been there many times as well. It's easy to sneak in. They have no protective wards.
In that case, I'll just wait for a time where it seems like they're all conveniently distracted. I think that tends to happen a lot.
Oh, it does. It does. It does tend to happen quite a bit. And I'm imagining almost a montage of different moments when everyone was quite distracted. Would it have been during the bachelorette party / time conference? I think so. Because otherwise, Parallax might have doubled back and existed in this time too. And so they're away. You know where the knife is. You have a sympathetic connection to it. And Rex is here. Rex is always here. You'll have to somehow sneak past. They've closed it off and locked the door. There's a locked door between you and an artifact of ultimate power.
I'm going to walk up to Rex and ask if he's seen one of my bracelets, let's say. I'm sure May would have some of those, and just pretend I've lost one.
Rex and you have a past, and Rex would absolutely need to be convinced in this situation. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a subterfuge check, which is something that you're quite good at. Maybe manipulation subterfuge?
Hang on, just trying to get to the dice channel. And willpower that. 4 successes.
4 successes. You enrapture Rex, and while this version of May leads them off, your second body double does what?
So it's a physical lock, I'm assuming, or some kind of...
Yeah, but the door has like an opening underneath that you could definitely turn into a creature to get through. It's not like an indestructible door. It's just a door.
Well, I don't want to bring attention, so I'm just going to turn back into a flea.
Easy peasy. No rolls required. You're in. And I'm imagining that the fools have gathered a bunch of things that they don't actually want, and they've thrown them into this room.
It's their hoarding storehouse.
Trevor, Caity, can you think of anything that you would like to add to the room of the objects that you have locked away?
I just imagine there's definitely like a slew of books in there that some of them are super like tainted, like you shouldn't be reading them. It can very much corrupt you. Just haphazardly, just like on a bookshelf somewhere. A variety of weapons. Definitely, the dagger that's from the Abyss is in there. Maybe some other abyssal artifacts. Maybe nothing crazy, like, I don't know, like a rock, like a moon rock kind of idea. Something like that.
Oh yeah, there's that rock that you took from the ziggurat. Covered in blood. So there's a little shrine in this room to the Prince of 100,000 Leaves. May hears it whispering to her. The Nemean feels its call. Gebs, what do you want to add to the scene?
Is Samuel Paris still on board? Or is Samuel Paris filled by ghosts?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like that Samuel Paris filled by ghosts has been like put to doing small hobbies or something and carving things and just kind of habitually makes a lot of religious paraphernalia really poorly and gives them as gifts. And I think Hannah just goes and finds them all and just shoves them in this room. So there's a lot of like just religious symbol like macaroni art or the equivalent of macaroni art.
Keep in mind, this is actually the ghosts of the women who died at Salem, and men, the women and men who died at Salem, who were inside Samuel Paris's body, who are making you these artworks.
Yeah, but like I don't want to put Jesus Christ on my wall. Hannah's really nice about it, but then puts it in a safe place, and this is the safe place. I don't think Hannah really messes around with other weird stuff that they'd be upset about necessarily. I feel like Bernice probably hides a lot of stuff in this room.
Yes, I'm imagining that Bernice has hidden a number of things in this room, some of which are just foods that she doesn't want to eat. It's got a smell. There's a trash pile, I'm going to say. So what we've established is there's a pile of dangerous abyssal artifacts, and there's a pile of trash.
And tasteful religious embroidery.
And a bookshelf of cursed tomes. Well, I guess I'll just I'll use Prime to sort of attune myself to the energy of this knife, and then I'll pick it up.
Nice. So you are already attuned to this knife. You're the one who gave it to Bernice, who stabbed the demon with it. So you have a connection, and now you have fetishized the demon that is inside this thing. It belongs to you. You control it as long as you hold the knife. You know the dangers of the abyss, and you know that by using this power, you may endanger your soul. But you also know that you get beats for it.
And then I guess I'll just sneak back out and catch up to my other double.
Successful heist. All right. We're gonna skip forward and backwards again until we reach another moment in the time stream where you now have a dagger. Where are you as you have this dagger? Where is the Nemean's domain?
I feel like it would be not quite a savannah, but something similar to that they've dreamt up in the Imaginarium, because obviously they're anything goes, and they would like to have that sort of atmosphere for themselves.
Is it like a comfortable savannah?
Oh no, it's hostile.
Is it like Scar and we've got a bunch of dead elephant bones everywhere? There's hyenas that you are also in control of.
It's a warning, yeah. The whole place is just a warning.
Yeah. If you'd like to create some monsters that live here, that's totally fine. You've manifested those. They're just active spell effects. Feel free to add any monsters that you want to the scene.
I feel like at this point, Nemean's just knows that they can't get full control of the ship, so they're just slowly going to eat their way up the power ranks to try and obtain control.
Yeah. So you know that what you need is a mage of each path to essentially unlock the Cosmographica. You are a Tiersis mage. There is only one Acanthus mage on the ship. It's Parallax. Hannah is redundant. A spare, if you would. For you, in fact. But then you will need a Moros mage. There's two. And you'll need an Obermost mage, and apparently the one that's controlled by ghosts counts. You're not sure if it'd be easier to convince them with the ghosts inside or outside. Finally, Rex. Yeah, you think you can do it. The Master Ghost Mage is yours already.
I think I'll just do it as a slow burner plan for now. There's no need to go fast. There's all the time in the world on this ship.
Infinite time.
So, for now, I'm just gonna keep Rex hanging to the side and just slowly work this plan.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to go in the order of lowest hanging fruit. So maybe the Moros?
Yeah. And I think that you find that they, like you, are a loner. They are a person from 1692, an indigenous shaman in a way, who has this vast power over death. With them on board, and it will take a roll, but it's just a roll in this case, you can add both the Moros and the Obermos to your ranks because they can bend those ghosts to their will. What role are you using to convince them?
It's going to be like manipulation or presence. And then the other one, I feel like it just has to be subterfuge because there's nothing else I can really roll.
Well, you have persuasion. You're very good at it, but you're the best at intimidation.
Well, I guess I'll use intimidation then.
Yeah, you have an arsenal, in fact. You've used all of these, and you can absolutely make a presence plus intimidation. You do have a specialty, I believe, in threats. So if you'd like to make some sort of threat against this, I'm just going to call them the Shadow Mage at this point, because no one's asked their name.
I think it'll be something like you. I don't have to like do something to translate, right? Like mind magic, I'm sure would help with that.
I think that high speech will be all the language that you need. But you've got.
Well, I'll say roughly in high speech. You are but a stranger on this ship. Cooperate with me, or else.
Okay. Got threats. So let's presence intimidation the heck out of this.
And that'll be...
And your willpower from before is, of course, returned. It's been some time.
7 successes.
They threaten you back. They're just like, oh yeah? Well, if you don't work with me to take over the ship, I'll destroy your very soul. You're besties now, or as close as the Nemean ever gets to besties.
Like this energy.
Yeah,
Very good.
It's a good energy. Caity, would you roll a Fate plus Gnosis check for me?
That is 3 successes.
Something's wrong. You're back from your latest adventure. You're hanging out where you hang out. And there's something amiss.
Hannah might be actually by themselves in their room. They're very mossy, very green room, just decompressing. Something's weird. And a lot of bad stuff's been happening. We're in a time ship. We're not like in the world. So if something feels weird inside the time ship, that's not great.
Mm-hmm.
Can I reach out? I think like the Hannah to probably, they still have some of that ghostly flayed and it's going on. So it probably like feels to them like some sort of like pulling, like unpleasant.
Yeah, no, there's absolutely like a pulling on the back of your neck almost.
Yeah. Can I kind of like metaphorically turn to look, or actually turn to look, be like, okay, like where am I going? Like, where is it wrong? Let me go find it.
Yeah, so you leave the room, you walk down the stairs, and in the kitchen you find the source. It's Parallax.
Hannah says out loud, why is it always you?
What are you talking about?
Okay. And like
came in here with a very strong.
Don't move. I'm out. Don't move. And it's just gonna like look at you with I guess fate sight.
Yeah. Roll Fate Gnosis. Parallax, what are you doing in the kitchen?
I'm reading a book. Reading a book on quantum mechanics. Because why not?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Roll me intelligence academics or an intelligence plus science check.
Yeah, I'll do int academics.
I just realized half of my dice were actually D12s, but I got
Hopefully Parallax knows enough maths to understand it.
I got 3 successes.
Okay. Yeah, no. There is something intriguing about quantum particles. They seem to have a relationship with time. They can be outside of it. Or something? They're entangled? One of them can move faster than the speed of light. It's very mysterious, and you wonder if the future would have better books upon the subject. It seems quite interesting. Do you say 2 successes, Caity?
Mm-hmm.
You're here in the kitchen, and Parallax has got something off, but it's not just Parallax. There's just something off. It's like a looming sense of dread. Now, Parallax does have a destiny. There's a sword that's kind of like looming over Parallax's self, right? It's like floating right above his head.
An actual sword of Damocles?
Well, it's only visible with fate sight.
I think it's funny that there's like this big, shiny, like, quest to destiny. And I'm like, no, not that. What else is going on? That's always there. A parallax or something, something doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel good. There's something wrong, and it has to do with you. But I don't know.
It just sounds like a typical other day, you know?
What book are you writing? Are you reading one of those books?
No, this is nothing. I put it down. I show what the title says. It's something like
QED, quantum electrodynamics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's riveting. It's so exciting.
Yeah, I just wanted a little better understanding about how the world works and maybe how I can maybe apply it to our magics. Nothing crazy. But
and
no,
that's tainted.
Oh, it's not. I don't think so. I look underneath it. I'm like, I hope not.
Does anything feel weird to you? I feel like you're a little better at this. Like,
I mean, sure. Since you can't, I saw it turn on my fate sight.
Remember, you've got 1 fewer dot of fate because you've given up the fate sword, and you've lost the abyssal blade when they got rid of it. So you've just got the 2 time watches now.
And my fate is still 4.
Wow. Okay. So now you just keep doing things, Trevor.
I lost so much fate.
Yeah, I lost a dot.
4.
It was at 5. Now it's 4. 3 successes again.
I'm back to being an adept of fate.
Well, as you feel around your fate, you do sense that something has shifted. Your fate hasn't been altered, but it does seem that Hannah's has.
Huh. So it's been altered, huh? So if figuring that out, I want to do an improvised fate time spell and sort of follow the strings as to when that occurred, if I can do that.
No need to roll there. It seems that something has happened in the Imaginarium.
Well, I'm going to just follow that line to see if I can find out what happened.
Okay.
Why don't you come with me?
Yeah, what's going on? Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Someone messed with my fate?
It's weird, though, but you said that something happened with mine. But
No, I don't know if anyone changed your fate. Yours was always a little bit weird, but it just, it feels something's wrong and you're involved. But maybe something is wrong that is actually me, but that also involves you.
I'm always involved. It's just the state of things. But let's go figure this out together. Why not? On to the Imaginarium.
Yeah, the Imaginarium is all these different worlds, and you can, with your space magic, shift between them very quickly if you'd like to. Okay. So you just do that. You're like, oof. And suddenly you are there. Do you want to just be there?
It's I'm at the point where this fate line is sort of telling me to go.
Do you want to go to the space where the thing happened?
I'm basically just following the string. So I want to figure out when and where.
Yep.
Hannah's fate was altered, and perhaps figure out why.
Figure that out. Do you want to be there, or do you want to be scrying this essentially?
Oh, that's what, I guess I should be scrying this for now, and then if it's really bad, maybe I can go there.
Where are you scrying it from in the Imaginarium? Is there a particular space that you'd like to imagine, or a space that already exists?
Actually, I think I wanted to make it completely void, just a blank slate of what the Imaginarium is. So, just imagine a very white, empty room with nothing in it.
So there is a movement in the space around you. You both feel like you're pulled to the side. Everything is getting further and further and further away, and you are just in this blank white void because you can just keep going here. And with space magic, and of course the moment that they see is the Nemean's deal with the shadow.
Okay.
You see it. There's a blackness from the fight that the two of them just had. They use some sort of complicated magics here. Life and death intertwined.
I mean, do they say anything? Do I hear them say stuff? Or is it just a physical act that they're doing?
No, I think that you hear the Nemean threaten them. And exactly what would you have said?
You are but a stranger aboard this ship. Cooperate with me or else.
Okay.
I feel like the Nemean would give off enough of an energy that they don't need to know. It's sort of like a need-to-know basis kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're just allies. This moment of alliance seems to be the thing that has changed Hannah's fate.
Interesting. Why would May want an allegiance with, what are we calling them? The Shadow Mage?
Yeah, there's just a Shadow Mage.
Yeah.
But no one's asked their name.
I think Hannah's just, I don't know, maybe getting porcupine quills, is mad. They're very mad. This is not the first time, and probably not even the second time, that the Nemean has messed with their fate. Directly or indirectly, and they're real tired of it. But who is that? Are they part of the are they with the Croatans? I don't recognize them.
You saw them only once before, in the season 2 finale. They created tentacles of shadow to attack, and they were one of the pilots of the time ship.
And then they've just been lurking, not interacting at all.
They, as you look for them, do not seem to be around. And Parallax, if you'd like to roll scrying, you could attempt it, but it seems as though when you try to see where they are or where they've been, it's shadow.
Can I do life sight through a scrying portal at something that's in the past? Can you figure out what they were? Can you fast forward? I don't know.
No, they made a sort of deal. But what I'm curious about, so I want to read your fate lines. I want to see what your fate was originally supposed to do or supposed to happen, and then now what the alternate is. So I want to read into the future to see what exactly changed. Right.
This is a time gnosis spell.
In the meantime, can I start to put my hands down and have spirity mycelium just start to go through the ship, calling on that one biome?
You've never done this before. You've never tried to spirit bond into or through the ship.
I'm mad, and I'm going to I want to know where May is, and I want to know where that Shadow Mage is. And if I can't find the Shadow Mage this way, then we probably have another layer of problems.
So you are going to try to bond into the spirit of the ship. I love it. Why don't you do it as a spell? So add some yantras.
Yeah, I think Hannah's muttering to themselves, and we're in the Imaginarium, is just carving, like with talons, carving into the ground a big circle around themselves. Doing some runes. Flesh becomes mycelium tendrils into the runes.
Why don't you get +4 from all the yantras? And
that's spirit, right?
That's right. Spirit. Trevor.
Oh, I got 6 successes on that last roll.
That's a beat. And a willpower back.
Ooh, yeah.
And so, as you look to find what has changed, you see that Hannah has a new destiny.
Ooh.
Hannah had a destiny, and that destiny for a bit zipped away. But now it's back with a new bane to be consumed.
Oh, that's not so great. Oh. Can I just rewrite it back to what it was?
Not with Fate 4.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got 6 successes. I do want to give you a bit more information, and that is that it wasn't fate magic that did this, but you do think that it's because of the time ship. Somehow, the reason why this was amplified so much is because of where you are. Here in this separated time, tiny effects in fate seem to be amplified, and this one wasn't tiny. Something changed. Somehow the abyss is involved.
Okay. Cool. You said I can't sort of track where the Nemean, from this point, can't see where they went or where they came from?
I think that you can see where the Nemean went. You can't see where the Shadow Mage went.
Okay.
Well, you can see that they turned into shadows.
All right.
You might need an Ethel or to lure them out somehow.
As much as I would like to get the shadow guy, I mean, he seems like he's just a pawn in a bigger picture. The May is the real culprit here. So, and I don't even, from that conversation, it didn't even seem like Shadow Mage even had any clue what the whole plan was. So I think we should just follow May. Does that sound reasonable, Hannah?
Hannah is muttering.
Oh yeah, you're doing your spell. I was like lost in thought, talking to myself in one direction, and then I turn around, and then you're doing a spell. I'm like, oh.
I don't think Hannah is open to reason right now.
Hannah's thinking about all the different types of fungi that skewer and eat small insects. I rolled 4 successes.
4 successes is very good. In a lot of situations, it would be enough. But in this situation, as you reach into the ship, you can tell that this ship is like crazy powerful. It's a upper ranked spirit. And so it's kind of like you reached out and tried to ride a god. And when you touched it, you instantly knew that it wasn't possible right now. It didn't hurt you, and you do feel for a moment as you touch it, this force flowing through you. But then you understand that no one can control the storm. No one can really control the time ship. This spirit, it's a loose thread. It's a bit of fate. And it is chaos itself.
Hannah pulls back. That's cool, but...
Do you have any thoughts of a cult?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. Okay. It's an intelligence occult check.
I did not get any successes.
Would you like to make it a dramatic failure for a beat?
Yeah.
Great. You are pretty sure that the time ship is also like working against you. You've got this feeling that the time ship doesn't like you right now. Maybe you feel like you pushed too hard, and even if your perception isn't correct, you feel inside that something went wrong in your attempt.
Everything is against me today. I'm just gonna be grumpy. And this is particularly annoying for Hannah. Not annoying, but like Hannah likes is more building community connection, and this shit is like I'm now against them. It's like salt on the wound.
It's like everything's irritating you at every corner, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like something's wrong. May is messing with my like destiny. The ship is against me. It's just gonna try really hard not to take it out on Parallax.
Whoa, I'm on your side. You shouldn't be fucking. How about we go after May? She is the one that's been altering everything from the get-go. It's clearly up to something. It's up to no good. You want to confront your old...
What did you do?
I don't know yet, but I think we should confront him directly.
Yes.
Yeah. I have a bit of a history with killing my old mentors, so...
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Mona would be so disappointed. Do not let her know that we just high-fived.
No, this is between us. If May somehow just ends up disappearing, just tell Mona that she turned into a flea, and then they were gone.
What stays in the pond? What happens in the pond stays in the pond.
Exactly.
All right.
You know what Skarsgård looks like. That's what this is, I imagine. But I am going to allow Pyrodoxica, if you'd like to add any wonderful details to this scene.
There's a vulture surveying the area just for an occasion like this. And it lets me know that they're coming, I assume.
Instantly.
Oh, yeah. I'm joining the vulture.
Yeah? Do you want to transform the vulture into anything?
The vulture can be a phoenix. Not one that can actually breathe fire, I don't think, but it'll look like one.
Yeah. Just burns.
And yeah, I'll just circle the scar.
Can I tell that that's May with my mage sight and godly life magic?
Well, it's an opposed life gnosis check.
I got 10 successes.
Yeah, and they got 3.
Yeah. So you quickly recognize that May is multiple life forms. And May is almost like diffused herself into this entire environment.
On my 10 successes, can I also pull her back into being just her older lady?
You cannot. It was just an observation roll. So with that roll, you recognize that not only is some of May here, some of May is likely in other places.
That's also very unusual, right? That's not like a normal life mage thing. That's not a normal spirit mage thing either.
You know that May can bond spirits to herself. So she carries with her a massive lion spirit everywhere she goes, but you think she's got other spirits bonded to her as well occasionally? May was the hierarch of Boston for decades.
Well, Hannah, do you relay that information to me? Is that Phoenix her, or...
Oh, Parallax, she's everywhere. I think Hannah is going to take on some lion form, Nemean-esque, but cooler, and like roar, like in the I'm coming into your territory and I'm pissed off, and like roar and like we need to talk, but in lion. I know that May will understand when I say that. And
you think she'll come out now that you've yelled at her like that, or?
You get like the coldest side eye from just a lion face.
I'm like, all right. And I just put my hands in my pockets and just like, all right. Just sort of like kick an imaginary stone, just waiting, hoping for something to happen.
Yes, at this point, the not Phoenix, the main one, that's what I transformed into, is going to descend and just shift back into the older lady, May. And I'll just give you a look and just be like, yes? Is there something you need?
With my face sight up, do I see anything on May at all?
I think it's another Fate Gnosis check, actually.
Sure. Oof, only one success there.
Yeah, you can't tell. This moment seems important, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah says, what do you think you're doing?
I'm just holding out my territory, like we all are on this ship.
Defending your territory, huh? I didn't realize that we were dividing ourselves into factions. I thought we were all one cohesive unit, like allies, friends even. But now you're becoming very territorial and conspiring with the Shadow Mage. What exactly were you scheming?
If you have to ask, then it's something that you need to find out on your own.
And Hannah picks up May by not her neck. I think in this moment, Hannah wants to be violent so badly and also knows that that is how May would respond. May has absolutely gone off and just eaten a bunch of people. This is an ecosystem. This is a community that needs to work together, and you keep throwing in your own agendas and schemes, and you are messing with me and my people again. We can throw you off this ship, and then we can leave, and then you won't have to worry about your goals.
Yep, that's an intimidation check.
2.
With 2 successes, you're glad that May doesn't smile, but there is something in her eye that lets you know. Probably. Or whatever you'd like to portray. If you'd like to roll a subterfuge check, you can portray any emotion that you'd like to.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll subterfuge.
It's very convincing.
I'll do a slightly watery-eyed, like a sort of like a puppy eye, but with a slight tear, and be like, yes, I'll be good.
Puts May down and says, the amount of evil and awfulness and chaos that we have to deal with already without these small personal projects or whatever it is you're doing, we have bigger problems to deal with, and you keep messing with stuff. Don't you get it? There are bigger things happening. You can't keep doing this. I'm tired of being mad at you. You give me really good reasons to be. What did you talk to the Shadow Mage? What is their name? Have we met them? We don't know. Who is that?
It's Shadow Mage now.
It's just forming an alliance. That's all.
But against what?
Does it need to be against something?
Yes, an alliance is you're carving out an alliance separate from all of the rest of us, which makes it seem like it's you versus all of us. What is it that you want?
What is it that you want? What does the Nemean want? You don't have to tell them the truth, but you have to tell them something that will make them feel strongly.
I do a mind magic. I only have 1 dot of mind.
We'll wait for that. I want to hear what the Nemean says.
An assurance that I won't be tossed off this ship like I was left by myself with the prince.
When you were left with the prince, did you, I don't know, consort with them too?
This part I don't know. Rudy?
Did May ever consort with the Prince of 100,000 Leaves? May had a complicated relationship with the Prince of 100,000 Leaves, coming from a timeline with the Secret Concordant. The Secret Concordant, which bound the Ebon Noose and the White Putlims into an alliance with the Prince of 100,000 Leaves. The Nemean joined the Ebon Noose, at which point they became bound through that alliance, the Ebon Noose, to the Prince of 100,000 Leaves. This was an alliance that he resented. He hated being controlled. And more importantly, they weren't allowed to speak about the Concordant or the Prince to anybody else, and that frustrated the Nemean quite a bit. And so, the Nemean spent many years getting all of the correct pieces into position to be able to bring the fools together to mess up the plans of the Prince of 100,000 Leaves. So, is May in an alliance? I don't think that she would tell you, but she might tell you whatever you'd like, Paradoxica.
You know what the history of the Ebon Noose was. So, by proxy, yes. Did I want to? No. Why do you think I made sure that the 5 of you would get together in order to screw up the prince's plans? That was all me. None of this would have happened without my doing.
And it's true, when Mona's mentor, Chain Paris, recommended that she go get Parallax, that was something that the Nemean had suggested to Chain Paris because they were friends. And with Mona getting Parallax, that was what you needed, the fusion, the catalyst to bring back Hannah.
Hannah turns back into their usual human form because everything that May is saying is, they feel like it's true. May was instrumental in getting us together to take down the Prince of 100,000 Leaves. And also, we did totally leave May behind more than once. Like, not on purpose, but not by accident. And it makes sense for May to form an alliance with another outsider.
Yeah, the alliance makes sense. The part that's weird is that it affected your fate.
Yeah, that's like, I think Hannah's understanding of fate is also not the best. They have fate too.
That is what's bothering me, is that there was a change in your story, and for some reason, the Abyss is involved. But why?
Wait, you didn't say that before.
Oh, I didn't? Well, I'm saying it now.
Oh.
Sorry, I have all these thoughts. It's hard to keep track of what I say and what I don't. So I don't know if I can do this, but I'm gonna do a sort of fate time spell on May again. This time I want to follow the sort of ley line that may or may not be tainted by the Abyss. Something that have happened within that line.
So as you cast time magic on this abyssal connection, you feel your spell Paradox.
Yep.
What's your gnosis these days?
6.
6.
And this is why I don't do time spells anymore.
It is 3 dice of Paradox, but if you have 3 mana, you can make it a chance die.
I think I do, actually. Oh, yeah. I'm going to spend 3 mana.
Okay. I'm going to roll a chance die of Paradox, and you're going to roll a time spell.
I got 7 successes on that roll.
And there is no Paradox. And so, you can tell that buried in the ground nearby here is an abyssal dagger. You see it.
Wow.
No willpower.
Oh, I'm going to get a mana back. Yeah.
Okay. That dagger You weren't there when it was used, but you do know that it houses a demon. There's a powerful demon entity inside of that dagger that is buried here.
Okay. So did May bury it?
Yes.
I'm just gonna sort of try to pretend to play it cool. So I was like, so May, what are you doing with the dagger? It's not where it's supposed to be.
It's exactly where it needs to be.
Your ass is about to get thrown off this ship.
Lion mode reactivated.
Do I have control over the demon while it's over there?
You can activate it. It's a spirit fetish. It would work better in your hand.
I don't think I had time to experiment with that. I'll just look at the other two and allow me to demonstrate. And I'm just going to get the dagger. I don't know if it's myself or another one of my shells grabs it. I'm going to activate it.
Immediately, as soon as you make contact, you hear a female voice say, "What can I do for you? Whatever you wish can be yours. Please."
Do I know what this entity is capable of, or?
You do not, but you are a spirit mage, and you could use your spirit magic to try to figure out things about it. It is an abyssal entity, but it's also a spirit entity.
Just trying to think of how to say this. Because I know if it's like one of those trickstery types, it'll spin my words or something.
Well, you can use your spirit knowing sight on it to try to know what it is.
I guess I'll roll that. 3 successes.
So with 3 successes, you can ask 3 questions.
I don't know if this is one question, but the first thing is, can you control/enchant people?
The answer is yes. It can absolutely influence people.
Okay, in that case, what is its rank is a good one, I think. That'll be useful to know.
6. It's a small demigod.
I was going to go with the Monty Python route of what is your favorite color, but knowing it's Ban or Bane might be good. I'll take that.
So, do you want its Ban or its Bane?
Bane is the bad one, right?
Bane is the one that deals aggravated damage. Ban is something that it cannot do.
I'll take the ban.
So the ban is that it cannot refuse an offer of exchange as long as it is fair and balanced. It also has an additional bane because it's a rank 6 entity where it cannot harm anyone who is truly in love unless they harm her first. It cannot break its word or violate its agreements unless it finds a loophole or a way to deceive.
I mean, anyone who's known anything about the old literature knows about being tricky with words. So I feel like May would be very well aware of that. I would like it to dominate these two.
Okay, what will you give it?
What would be... Because this is more abstract of a request, I'm not really sure what would be equivalent.
Yeah, what's equivalent to their minds, to their free will? It can exchange anything for anything. And so, in a way, it can dominate them. It has an influence, god-level influence, over the power of exchange.
Something that is of value to me, but less relevant these days. I think I'll go with my memories and knowledge of the Boston Concilium.
You can get an exchange rate for that. If you are willing to exchange giving up those memories, it will make them forget.
Forget what?
What would you like them to forget? If you forget something, they could forget something. That seems an equal exchange.
My tricky history that they should be very much well attuned to by now.
Your history is much bigger than your knowledge of Boston in some ways.
I meant like the what they know about me being tricky, like that sort of like cunning and scheming.
Yeah, so they forget all the things that they knew about you being the Nemean. They forget everything about you being the Nemean. You'll just be May. You'll forget being the Nemean, and they'll forget too. Yeah, it sounds great. And if Parallax didn't have Fate 4, it would just happen. But Parallax, you do get a chance to resist this entity. You'll be rolling your Fate plus your Gnosis. It's a clash of wills. Unfortunately for you, this entity is rolling 22 dice. I feel like it spends a willpower. It's rolling 25 dice.
Cool, I'm also spending willpower. I'm rolling 13 dice. Yeah. That's... Roll up the century.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Nope.
Good start. Good start. Okay.
I believe in you. But
I mean, what I've learned from playing over the past few months is that the variance on these rolls get huge once you're in the 15 dice territory.
Yes.
But it's like, you might roll 3 successes, you might roll 25.
Mm-hmm.
I just rolled 7. Hopefully that's enough.
No. It rolled 16 successes. And so you forget all about May's trickery. It's all balanced in a way. That's where we're going to end this session.
Do you remember May at all, or is it just...
Yeah, you remember May, the friendly old lady who helped you out this whole time.
So yeah, we still remember that your fate was altered some way, Hannah, and that we were trying to solve it. May was somehow involved, I guess.
Yeah, May was
but not
involved.
in a bad way. She was being helpful just now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do I remember the dagger though?
Yeah, May's holding the dagger right now.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a problem. Why is the nice old lady holding the dagger? That's a problem.
That's a weird problem.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, why am I holding the dagger? Here, you have it.
Okay, yeah, I take the dagger.
Great, yeah.
And I immediately put it into like a space continuum spot in between. Actually, no, we're still in like the
dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're already in a pocket dimension in a way.
Yeah, I know. So I'm worried about how I phrase it. It might cause a paradox.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
you're in a space that's not space.
Yeah. So maybe I won't do that, but I don't want to hold on to it. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm putting it into a pocket dimension.
You do hear a voice as you're holding the dagger. What can I do for you? Is there anything I can do to help you?
Absolutely not. We're good.
Hang up the phone.
The abyss. No chance.
Like, does May remember why she was holding?
Do I remember that it's bound to me?
Yes, because the stone knife was yours. You don't remember how you got it, but you do remember that you suddenly had the stone knife. You don't remember most of your past now.
Yeah.
Now I can join Hannah with the amnesiac past.
Yeah. So one of my obsessions is to find a home, and I feel like it's like upgrade of May as this like mentor who's been with me the whole time. It's helped me get closer to a home.
Yeah, that's a beat. Absolutely. Anybody else have aspirations or obsessions?
Yeah, none of that'll apply here.
If I forget about most of my history of being the Nemean, I still remember the whole scheme, thing about trying to make deals and take over the ship, or...
Ooh. I think that the answer to that will have to be determined later.
fun.
I mean, all's not lost. We still have this demon dagger, and we know that we need to sort of exercise it. So
yeah, do you want to put the demon dagger back in the room?
The room where
there's some piles of books and
the safe place.
The safe place.
You know what? We'll put it in there, but we're gonna ward this room now.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. I'm going to have you do some space wards on it. What is your intention? What are you trying to keep out of this space?
So, any malicious activities?
Define malicious.
No one can go in their room who has the intention of taking the knife out of the room.
Ooh, that's an interesting puzzle to get around.
But then they could use the knife in the room, but what can they do in the room with the knife?
And they'd also have to know about the restriction to even get into the room.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure May has no fate magic, or one.
Perhaps I could just limit it to, and no one can come into this room unless they're one of the fools. Is that too specific?
It technically does work because the fools is such a powerful fate archetype. Only fools may enter. Fools only, fools.
Perfect. That's what I'm going to do.
Great. So you'll have to... This is one where you'd want to up the potency on this spell because the level that it protects is going to be based upon potency. So you can take a -2 penalty, and for every -2 penalty to the die roll you take, you can increase the potency. You're also going to be doing this on advanced duration, and it's going to be one of the spells that you're always holding on to, this ward.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's going to go under your active spells that you have the Fool's Only ward. We'll just say that with your Yantra bonuses, and we'll give you +5 for that. How long do you want this spell to last? Well, that's a complicated question, isn't it?
Yeah, let's say, I don't know, I'll put it up for a week.
A week.
And at that time, I can always renew it.
Okay. So yeah, every week on the time shift, you'll renew the spell. So this will just be a time gnosis check. Yantras and penalties cancel out. With that in mind, its base potency is 4, your space level.
So yeah, those cancel out. I'm going to use the willpower. So it was a 4 level, so I'm going to bring it to a 7. So I'm going to take another additional -6 penalty. So I'm rolling 10 dice still.
Nice.
I think Hannah's making the sign. No, there's no sign.
I would have you roll your wit's composure. And did I tell you how many dots you have in destiny?
No, I still have a destiny.
You have a new destiny.
What is it called this time, or is it just destiny?
It's destiny to be consumed.
I went from hungry to... You said I had 2 dots?
It's now 3. You have a 3-dot destiny.
I got 4 successes on that ward spell.
1 success.
You know, when you went down to the savannah, apparently brought back some ticks.
Oh no.
I've got to go check my crevices. Just Hannah goes and goes up to their room.
Gross.
All right. Well, Trevor, you successfully establish a powerful ward, and it's there's very unlikely that anyone who's not a fool will be able to get into this room.
Cool.
Everybody gets an experience point. And I know that, Hannah, you had that one aspiration. Any other aspirations or obsessions?
Right. So my other obsession is to help others be better.
I think you did that.
Inadvertently help May become a better person by forgetting their treacherous Nemean past. Indirectly.
Unclear. Maybe not. But no, you did help people get better. You helped a number of people get better in this episode. Both of the people in the call with you. All three of us, really.
My aspirations, we did not kill any demons or even...
No.
No.
But you could consider changing any of your aspirations that you'd like to better match your next session, whatever that session will be with you. But Paradoxica, thank you so much for playing with us. Oh my gosh, what a blast.
Yeah, we didn't lose May this time. No wisdom, zero madness.
Checks. Maybe next time.
Thanks for being so plotty and schemy and wily.
I was trying to be like, how much of an asshole do I want to be?
That's always fun.
It's like worse when it all makes sense. It's like,
Yeah, the fact that I know everything about like the whole first 2 seasons, it just makes it all the more better.
Beautiful.
I guess May will continue to be on our ship.
For now.
Action.